Hey guys, and I decided not to go with the lithium. Uh, this is the type of grease that I use in my gun. It's just a hand grease gun. Um, but this is what I use in it, the Ultra Lube. If you read the operating temperatures, oh my God, you probably can't see it. The operating temperature on this is 374 degrees Fahrenheit. I lost it. The operating temperature right here is minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit to 274 Fahrenheit, 134 Celsius. Anyway, yeah, it should not get much colder than that. A lot of people say, well, yeah, it gets 40 below. Most likely that's with a wind chill, unless you live in Antarctic. Wind chill has no effect. Wind chill only has effect on you, skin, stuff like that. But yeah, just be sure to read the operating temperature on it. If you have a gun and the grease in it is good enough, just get a little bit on, and if I can get mine to work, just get a little bit on the end of your finger and reach down in here and put it inside of that bushing. It may not be able to run it around and smear it around, but when you slide this back together, be really careful. Be sure and slip your wires back in. Try not to go to snatching on anything. Usually, oh, there we go. And then I'm still backwards. Anyway, there, it slides in. Slide that back on. And turn it by hand. And the shaft will actually do the work itself. Now, to get to the front and clean all of this, where the gear drive is, you will have to take the starter gear off. I'm going to see if we can't just use this. I'm going to take it apart and clean it better. I'm just doing this to see if I can't get it to work a little better. Where it's not jamming so hard. Yep. Anyway, you'll need this down. You pull this washer down and there's a little clip right here on the end of the shaft. You'll have to pull that clip off. I'm going to say the clip should be fairly easy to remove, but the way everything goes with me, I never know. See? The clip probably should be easy to remove. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. um, remember how everything comes off. And that is how you remove the starter gear. You also have a bushing right here on this end, just like the other. Yeah, try not to jam screwdrivers in your finger. That is not part of the operation here. And most of the time, these old ones like this is going to be all froze up and don't want to come loose. And work at it a little bit and it will come off. The bushing right here. Check your shaft. See, this one has got, it's like, it's just really dirty. It needs to be cleaned off. Just take a shop rag or paper towels or whatever you have and clean it off the best you can. And just put a small amount. Don't put a whole lot of grease in these bushings. Just put a small amount in there. You don't want any slinging around and getting on stuff it should not be getting on. And also, I kind of feel silly mentioning this. Be sure that it's unplugged when you're working on it. I'd hate to get an email from somebody. Well, you never told me it had to be unplugged, and I took it apart, and yeah, had to go sit in the corner for a little while. But yeah, just clean that off. And my grease now must be almost out of grease. I use a lot of grease in this shop. I believe in keeping everything well greased. After you get that greased up, reassemble, spin the shaft, get everything ran around in there. Some people say that they like having grease on these, or your starter gear runs up and down. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm really not sure yet. If I do leave any on it, it is very minimal. Simply because dirt likes to be attracted to grease. But when you get it to where it'll actually fall back down the threads by itself, it's pretty much clean enough. And you should not have any issues with it engaging or disengaging unless the gears in there is worn and it's just jamming. You know, if I was gonna say, if I could keep up with my tools, I would, I'd be doing so good. I bet you thought I was gonna try it out and forget to put the screws back on. If you get that and you reassemble all of that, I hope I didn't go too fast. It's pretty self-explanatory. Oops. They have not got to be like torqued together. You should be using a wrench for this also. My pliers was just handy, so I'm using those. And you are ready to try it out again. With any luck, it will not make any grinding noises or anything or such. Sorry about that, guys. I really hate cameras. Battery died on it. Anyway, once again, nothing is wrong with it. If we did everything right, should not grind or squeal or make any noises. Should run smooth. And that is how you repair what's wrong with an electric start. All of them is not going to have the same problems. Some of them can just rust apart inside. Some of them just wear out. There's numerous things that can happen. I've got a few around here. I've got some that is just rusted so bad that they're stuck. They won't move at all. If you want to see some videos how to completely disassemble one and clean it, let me know. Leave me a comment. Rate, subscribe, follow me on my other videos. And like I say, any questions at all, don't hesitate to ask. Later.